My name's Blurry Face and I care what you think. My name's Blurry Face.
Hey, what is up, guys? We're out here with another video, guys. Today we'll be doing an extruding tutorial on how to extrude your character, make it look 3D, pop out, stuff like that. And today we're gonna be using the Flash rig. I could have went with another rig, but I just decided to go with the Flash rig today. And we're gonna be using Vane's Lightroom. If you need Vane's Lightroom, I'll put the link in the description. It's not free, you have to purchase it, but yeah, so let's get into this tutorial. First off, you want to download the Flash rig. I'll leave that in the description as well. Then you want to drag it into your it's your Cinema 4D, and then double click it, and then he pops up. This lovely gentleman right here pops up, and then after that, you just want to click on the rig. So it'll say like FMR such and such and such. I just renamed it to random. You just want to click that, and then these options will pop up here at the bottom, and then you want to click or scroll down until you see skin, and then there should be like these little 3 dots. You click the 3 dots and you find wherever you put the skin. There goes our Randy. Before you put a skin into like the rig, make sure you make him have no eyes if you want to have like the eye features right here, because once you make his eyelid go down, it's gonna show his other eye layer, and you don't want that. You want his skin, so you just have to like copy or like make him have no eyes and just copy a part of his skin or something and put it right there, because it's gonna just, whenever you bring it down, it's gonna show his skin part, not just his eye. But yeah, so now that we got that, you want to click the layers tab, and then you click on, you see these 2 locks, you have to just click them to unlock them. So basically that gives you access to do the extruding and stuff like that. So now you go to this little plus where the random or where your rig is at. You click that, and then you find where it says head. You click the little the plus box, and then you see where it says mesh head and mesh hat. These are red. You want to take those and click them, and then they will become transparent again. And then you basically are gonna get no eyes, and yeah. So you want to take this little selection tool right here. A little arrow will pop up, so whichever one you want to drag out first, you can drag out the head. So click the head, click the selection tool, drag it out. There you go. Click the hat, selection tool, drag it out, and then there you go. So now moving on to the extruding part. So basically we're gonna extrude out his hat and his hair. So you want to click on the head, so that's gonna bring up this. Click the live selection tool, and then go to the polygonal tool. So that basically brings up like this little grid on the character's head, right? And then all you want to do is just select all the skin. Alright, so we've got all of our skin selected. Now, after you get all of your skin selected, you just want to press delete on your keyboard, and it pretty much deletes your skin off of your character. So, now, you want to select all the hair on the character. Alright, now that you got all of your hair selected on the character, don't worry about this part yet. We'll get to that in a second. But after you select all the hair on the character... Oh, wait, did I do the bottom? No, I did not do the bottom. You're going to want to press D on your keyboard, and then you're going to be like, what just happened? So if you didn't click attributes on the side earlier from layers, this is just going to pop up. So once you press D, the offset, max angle, stuff like that is going to pop up. Keep the max angle 91 degrees, and then do your offset as 2. And then once you do that, just click enter. This is going to happen, so your hair is pretty much going to like extrude out. So, so you're going to get the extrusion tool again. All you're going to want to do is just click live selection. It pretty much gives you the live selection tool again. And then after that, if he's got like a hat or something, you can just, you know, you can just select the whole entire hat. Now that you got the hat selected, usually when I have like hats, I think that's like the most important part on the body, because it's like the one that shows the most. So I usually try to make it pretty big. So I'll do like, I'll mess around. I'll make it like 4 and see if that's pretty good. Yeah, I think 4 looks pretty good. So after that, I'll click off of the hat, go back to my live selection, and click on this pot right here. So we've got the hair part. So you just want to pretty much just extrude it out. I'm going to extrude it out to like 5.5, see what that looks like. Yeah, that's pretty good, because the you know, this hair over here is going to overlap it, so it's really not going to matter. But after you finish extruding everything out, like on the character, all you want to do is just click on the mesh head again, and then you click on the first one. So you click the model, and then you click the selection tool, and then you come right down here where it says X, and you change that to 0 and click enter, and it basically puts it back at its, you know, its original state. Yes. All right, now we're gonna move over to the mesh hat. So pretty much you want to click the mesh hat, go to your polygonal tool and your life selection tool, and then you want to pretty much just separate the little snapback and the hair piece. So you're gonna select all of the hair, then after that you're gonna hold control and then go to your mesh hat and just drag it up. That pretty much makes a copy of it. So you want to go and select your, like, the little snapback part. Alright, then once you select the snapback, you can just click delete. Nothing too serious there. And then you can select your hair as well. Oh wait, there we go. Wait, let me see what happens. I think I already deleted the hair. Did I delete? No, I didn't delete the hair. Okay, there we go. So you're gonna go back to your regular mesh hat and just pretty much just delete the, you know, the excess stuff that you really don't need. So like this hair right here, just delete it, get rid of it. Boom, done. All right, so we're just gonna leave that to the side right there. So we're gonna take the snapback part, highlight it all, and then click D. I usually try to make this pretty big as well, so I'll do like 3.5 and see if that fits well. Actually, no, you know what? We're gonna make it the same size as the hat, so we'll just do 4. Boom, there we go. And then, you know, same thing, model, selection. Go down here to the X, click 0. And then we're going to go towards the snapback and see if it was put on there correctly. Make sure it was fit. Alright. Yep, it fits on there. Okay. Alright. So if it doesn't fit, you pretty much just want to, like, just click or go back to your polygonal, right click. Go to brush, change it to 50. Change both to 50, actually. There you go. And then you can just drag it out, and it basically, like, extends it. But we're not going to do that since we, you know, we don't have to extend it out. Alright, so we're going to go to our other hat, so basically the hair. So we're going to select it all out, and then do that, and then we're going to make the hair. We made the hair 2, so we're going to do, like, 2.5 on this part. And then if you want to, like, make extra hair or whatever, if you want to make extra hair, just, you know, you can extrude out another part, do like 2 or something, and then there we go. And then, you know, back to the model selection, go down here to the X, and pretty much move it back to its original position by putting it on 0. Now, it's going to be sticking up from the hat, so you're just going to, like, move it down, just adjust it a little bit, just so it fits, you know. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the hat, or the head part of the extrusion. Now, once you finish the head, you can just minimize the head and then click mesh. So that's going to basically bring up, like, the body and stuff. So just click on, or click mesh arm right and mesh arm left. Go back to your selection tool, the polygonal tool, but you have to open them up first, and you click these. Click the ones with, like, the blue triangles. And then after that, you go and click your selection, polygonal, and then click U, and then L. That pretty much makes a loop, so you don't have to, like, you know, click them all individually. So once you do the loop, just click it once, hold shift, click it, and that basically keeps the same one on that one as well. Click D, and then let's make this like 2 or something. You don't want to make it too big or too small. Actually, let's do like 2.5 maybe. All right, yeah, let's do 2.5. All right, so once you do that, hold control and then A. It highlights everything. Then press K. That brings up your knife. And then go to the mode and change it to loop. And once you do that, just zoom in, and then you see like these little bumps. I don't like the bumps because it, like, I don't know, it just doesn't look right on it. So we're gonna just go to the top, or where, like, there's the extra little excess stuff. I don't know what it is, but, you know, just click it, and it basically just reduces that. It just cuts it away pretty much. And then just do that until however satisfied you are. Like, if you want it to be extra smooth. I mean, you don't have to do this, but it's just my preference. And then there we go. We cut that out. Sometimes I also cut like the sides to make them more boxy. There we go. And then boom, and then boom. Oh, and then boom. There we go. So once you're done with that, just go back to your live selection tool. You're gonna always need to go back to your live selection tool. So this is the live selection. That's the polygonal. You're gonna have to always go between model and polygonal. All right. So once you're done with the arms, you can just minimize those and then go to mesh left, right, or leg right, and then leg left. I'm messing up my words here. And then, you know, same thing. You just click the little blue triangle things, and then you go down here to the feet. And then we're going to extrude out the feet here. So we're just going to click on, oops, we're going to do UL. So that brings up the loop thing. And then we're going to go back to our live selection, deselect the little, you know, the two parts where the, I don't know, freaking the shoelaces are supposed to be on the shoe. Then we're going to click D. And I usually make these around, I usually make them around 2.5. I think 2 will look good. Alright, yeah, there we go. We'll do 2. Go back to your live selection tool. Control A, K, and then you're just gonna cut all the extra, like, you know, all the extra nonsense, because it just pretty much makes it look ugly if you don't if you don't do this. Alright, there we go. Alright, now that you got all of that selected and pretty much smoothened out, you're gonna go back to your live selection tool, and then you're gonna hold U, or not hold it U and L, but you just click U and L, and then, you know, that brings up your little loop thing, and then you just want to select the sole of the shoe. Well, if I can select that part, all right, there we go. D, and then I usually make this like 3 to 3.5. I don't know, it just depends on how you, the creator, wants it. Then Control A, K. And then just, you know, it's just the same process. You just keep cutting over and over again until you pretty much are satisfied on how your character looks. All right, now that we got the shoes extruded out, we can just minimize the leg and the left leg and the right leg. All right, so click your live selection. And then we're gonna click mesh body. Open that up. Click on the mesh body, and then since this is a shirt, we're just gonna do like the collar part. So I'm going to do, well, we don't really necessarily have to do UL for this one, so you're just gonna, you know, regularly click it. All right, there we go. And then we're gonna change this to like 1.5. It doesn't need to be too big. Control A, K, do the same thing. You're gonna, it's just rinse and repeat, the same thing over and over again, except it's just on a different piece of, like, different piece of the body, you know. All right, now that you finish, you know, extruding out the shirt and stuff, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all that there is really to extruding. So we've got, you know, our 3D character here. That's what he pretty much looks like. And yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, just let me know in the comment section below. I can easily help you out with the questions that you have. And if you guys want me to make a tutorial on like poses and camera angles and stuff like that, make sure you hit that like button. If we can get 25 likes on this video, I will do another tutorial on like poses and stuff like that. Yeah. Until then, I'll talk to you guys in the next video. Peace out.